Let's see. I recently just had a showcase. That was cool.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you. Shout out Garden Boys. Yeah, it was, I would say it was cool reconnecting with some artists that I've met in passing or like old friends that are now like re-entering or entering fully into their art careers. Um, so that was nice. Um, I felt like that event taught me a lot about myself in terms of how where I am currently in when it comes to my like artistry and like where do I want to go next. Um, I've worked with Steve-O before. You know, it was cool having a second chance to be like an artist in this space. I got to show my little shells, and they're not little; they're actually kind of big. My big shells. Yeah, it was. I would say it was definitely a learning opportunity, and yeah, I'm just excited to just do more showcases, exhibitions, fun stuff like that. Like one shell took me about like 4 hours, but like sometimes they break. So it was me and my assistant Donna, just kind of going like in for like hours at a time for multiple days, trying to get like these 3 shells out. Um, and honestly, I don't really know what came over me when I wanted to make them. I was just like, I have an idea and I want to see it come out. So I like being in the hot shop a lot, on a small tangent, because I feel like it makes me utilize my whole body when I'm creating, and especially just for me, like I really want to use my art as a means of expression, like my own internal like dialogue or feelings, and like sometimes it's kind of hard for me to like directly translate it. So even if I'm still working on how does my art properly communicate that, the actions that involve me to create it can also be like a means of expression or a means of getting the feeling out. So it's like being able to move it around and pick up these giant metal rods and, you know, be in this heat and like it's this intensity that I kind of love. Yeah, I do think working with a medium that's considered pretty fragile um, is interesting when I bring up the comment on intensity, because, yeah, like, I feel like I could resonate with that a lot. I feel like I could come off very, like, intense or strong or whatever, especially, like, tall, dark-skinned woman. Like, it's a lot of a lot of energy that comes with that, but like there's still like a gentleness that I feel that's within my nature or that I feel internally. I'm a sensitive person. I'm a crier. But yeah, like I don't know, like glass just felt like it was just me in like a material. So I think like the difference between just like creating art as an artist and then being contracted to create art, um, it's it can coincide, but I feel like it's two different things. And I kind of feel the same when it comes to your brand versus like who you are and like what kind of mentality you're trying to kind of project or sell to a group of people. Um, I feel like the contracted part kind of goes hand in hand to an extent with your brand and like your service and what you're doing, but your artistry is kind of like your essence in the art. So like I said, it was nice to just be an artist, because like I feel like especially like art is not like an easy you know career or like path to like navigate. Um, and like sometimes you are just forced to just have to like take time from it and just work or like figure out how are you gonna keep yourself afloat while you're really pursuing that. Um, And like at times when you're just kind of like really focused on like trying to keep yourself afloat or just getting money or whatever, your art can turn into more of like just a business rather than like what you would like, what you're pouring or putting into a world. Or like the garden boys would always say, like instead of like actually watering the garden, now you're like fucking, I don't know, Home Depot. So, and it's the plant section. So, yeah, it was just cool to just be able to like be like, wow, I have this space to like just set this work up and like go crazy. Versus like I'm keeping in mind like what someone is paying me to do, which still has a voice in it, because if they're, once again, you have that brand and that still has some of your voicing, it still has some of your essence, but it's not in its rawness, I feel. You can find me on Instagram for now. Oh my God, everyone, please follow Phoenyx Creations. I will be selling my art on that page.
How you spell that?
It's a new username. It is PHOENYX Creations, CREATIONS _ I believe. Don't quote me on it, but if you want to find it, follow my regular page, which is Phoenyx, PHOENYX __. Yeah. Yeah, my name is Phoenyx, if no one figured that out yet. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.